It's like it's some kind of demon energy. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. I don't know if it's demon energy, but we're going to talk about spirits.
Shouts out Miss Patti in the building, Miss Patti. I see you,
Ass everywhere. Bad bitches better get in place. Put that pussy in his face for some, but don't let him.
This is where I'm going to
is to get that cash, shake something, get that bad ballers like and all that.
I'm fighting a beautiful
well with that cash. Ass everywhere. Bad bitches better get in place.
Let me show you what I got first. I did some shrimp tacos and I only have 2 of them because I have this nice steak and I have some rice and I have some black beans, and that's what we're going to eat. Oh, and I have coleslaw too. Let's not forget about the coleslaw. Anyway, we're going to say our blessing right here because I'm really hungry too. Lord, make me thankful for my food which I'm about to receive, to nourish my body for Christ's sake, our Redeemer. Bless the cook, bless the provider, and thank you so much, God, and thank you so much, universe, for providing me with this food and keeping me in your care. Amen. I'm starving. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to get up and pull the camera up a little bit. Okay, that's better. Alright, so let me taste these tacos. Now I'm going to put some of the I'm going to taste it first without the coleslaw. And then I'm going to taste it with the coleslaw. What am I talking about? I just told you what I'm going to do. The shrimp, I have cheese and taco sauce on it. I'm going to put some of this coleslaw in it. That's what it's looking like. Woo. It's dripping. It's really, 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 really good. I have to take some of this steak. I use a steak sauce called Peter Luger. Most people use A1 steak sauce, but I use Peter Luger steak sauce. I love the way it tastes. It has like a citrusy kind of flavor to it. Oh, let me show you the steak sauce. This is Peter Luger steak sauce. And Peter Luger is a restaurant in Brooklyn. It's a steakhouse in Brooklyn. It's real expensive, but it's supposed to be really good. I've never been there, but I did have the steak sauce. You like black beans and yellow rice? Anyway, so first off, let me ask you this question. Do you believe you can see spirits, or do you believe spirits to come around you? Or do you believe that spirits only come around certain people? Because I believe in spirits, and I believe they could only come around certain people. And I have to believe in spirits because I've been seeing them almost my whole life. I have receipts for it. Even though for the people who are like, there's no such thing. I have receipts. Because it's impossible for other people to see the same thing you're seeing and you didn't even tell them what you saw.
Eating right.
It's facts! It's facts!
It's in our facts. Besides, it's in our facts. It's in our facts.
Anyway. Probably not like to eat my steak with my hand. Like this. You would do that in your house. I advise you to try this. Some tacos, shrimp tacos with cheese and coleslaw and salsa on it, and some yellow rice and black beans. It's almost like I can't even get to the story. As soon as I drink some of this lemonade, I'm gonna get to the story. So, let me tell you my one ghost story. It's just one of many. Alright, so about 20 years ago, we moved into this two-family house. And it was me and my man at the time and several of my children. It was a two-family house. People came upstairs after us, and the people upstairs, they had certain like psychic energies. Like they believed in the spiritual world, everything too. Shortly after I moved in, I started seeing this old white man in my house. Which I knew it was a spirit. I had seen spirits before. So the main place I saw him was when my man would be in the bed and I would be outside the bedroom. Like the bottom of my bed was right near my door. Like when you're walking into my bedroom, you could see inside of my bedroom at the bottom of the bed. And I noticed that I would be walking into my bedroom when my man was in the bed. And I would always see that old white man standing at the bottom of the bed. What I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to tell you different instances where other people saw him too. They're so good. How do people do a mukbang and talk? At Christmas time, on Christmas Day, my children would go over to their grandparents' house, and I would just stay home and like do stuff like cook Christmas dinner and stuff like that. The first Christmas that I was there, nobody was there, so I thought I was going to take a nice relaxing bath. And the people upstairs had left town. They was out of town. Nobody was in that house but me. When I got in that bathtub and I closed the door, all I could hear is people walking upstairs. People walking all over the house. I got out the tub and I went and looked around to see if maybe somebody from my family had come back, and they did not come back yet. And I heard walking clear as day. It sounded like they was having a party upstairs, and those people were not even in town. So then my neighbors who have been living there for a long time, they said that this Italian man owned that house and that he died. Alright, so that night, Christmas night, when I was hearing all that walking and stuff, I couldn't even finish my bath, honey. I got out of that tub, I turned on every light in the house, and I started calling everybody to come home. I wanted them to come home. I was so scared. I couldn't wait until they got home. I was so scared. Alright, so then that was that night. Then one night, my daughter's friend spent the night. She was a teenager. and she slept over. She woke up in the middle of the night and said that she saw an old white man looking into my daughter's bedroom. She called a cab to go home.
That's it, I'm out of here.
I don't think there was Ubers at that time. She called a cab to go home. She refused to stay there for the rest of the night. She's like, I am not staying here. She said, I saw an old white man peeking into the bedroom, and I jumped up, and then he was gone, and she left. And then I was talking about it to the neighbors upstairs, and I didn't say it was an old white man. And they was like, is it an old white man? The husband was seeing it, the wife was not seeing it. So the husband said he always saw him out in the backyard. And then one day, it was like dinner time. I was in the kitchen cooking dinner. Like the fat on the steak? I like the fat on the steak. I was in the kitchen cooking dinner. And I heard somebody around me, behind me. And I thought somebody had came home. And I turned around and looked. And it was a young white girl, looked like she was around 19, and a black guy that looked like he was about 22. And then they disappeared. So I was like, oh, she must be connected to that man that be coming here. I only saw them that one time. But anyway, like I said, I always saw the man standing at the bottom of the bed looking at my man when my man was in the bed. And this is the funniest thing. Do you know that when we broke up and he moved out of my house, I didn't see that old white man ghost in my house anymore? And then one of my daughters said she saw him by the garbage can. And then the man upstairs told me he saw him by the garbage can. Outside. So this is what I'm a person who be putting stuff together like I work for the FBI. This is what I put together. That man was there because my boyfriend was there. I think that was either that little white girl I saw that was 19. I think that was either his granddaughter or his daughter. I think that man at one point in time owned that house. And I think that girl was his daughter or his granddaughter. And I think she was with a black man. And that's why I think he kept coming standing at the bottom of the bed, staring at my man. That's what happened only at one place. There was like a lot of other stuff that happened at other places. I've seen ghosts almost everywhere I've gone. Like, I used to live in my first husband's parents' house for a little while. And my grandmother, there's a cemetery behind their house, and my grandmother was buried in that cemetery. And I wasn't having a real happy time in that house. And I kept seeing my grandmother. And I just felt like she was coming over there to check on me and stuff. So then, after I moved out of there, my sister-in-law, her husband was living there for a little while. And they told me they went in the basement to do laundry and they saw this lady. And I told them to describe her. And when they described her, it was my grandmother. Do y'all think I'm weird, or do y'all think that's weird? I know there's some of you who do and some who don't. The ones who think that's weird, oh well, you just never saw anything, and you don't have that, it's called the sixth sight. You don't have that sixth sight. I'm pretty sure at least 30% of my audience has seen something before. Like when you have bad energy in your home, I think it's coming from like evil spirits. And you can you can cleanse your house with sage. And you know what's scary? Because I'm talking about this, I feel like I'm going to look at my camera monitor and see something standing behind me. But that's my little one ghost story. I got more. You know another thing about that place I lived in where there was that old white man? I used to see cat ghosts there. Some of the people in my house saw cat ghosts too. ghost cats. Where I live right now, I don't see as much as I used to see, but I think it's probably because I started using sage. Like periodically I sage to cleanse any negative energy out of my house. I want you to go down below and tell me one ghost story or one clip of a ghost story or a ghost sighting that you have encountered yourself. A lot of people don't think they like coleslaw, but it's because they only have the kind at the store, from the store. You gotta look at my coleslaw recipe up here. Make my recipe. Do it using my recipe, and I guarantee you'll like it much better. Thank you all for stopping by. And like I said, let me know your little spirit sightings, and I will talk to you next time. Please thumbs up my video, and I really hope that you subscribe to my channel and comment below. I love you all. Thank you for watching. Take care. Until next time, peace.